Yo, YouTube! What's crack-a-lacka jacka smacking? It's Waffle Man with a video, and we got some Destiny gameplay right here. So, I pre-ordered Destiny at GameStop, but to play the game at midnight, I reserved it. Actually, I pre-ordered on the PS Store. So, I go to play at midnight, Eastern time. I live in New York, and apparently, you can't play the game until midnight Pacific time. So I was like, wow, are you kidding me? That's just stupid. And then I'm like, alright, let me just check 2K15 in case 2K15, I want to get 2K15, downloadable. And I made sure that it said Eastern time you could play 2K at midnight. So the day that the midnight release that Destiny came out, I didn't play. I played the next morning. So I played like about 2 hours in the morning before I went to school. And in those 2 hours, I was kind of bored. And the reason I was bored, and it's nothing against the game, was because the game takes you through the same stages you went through in the beta, in both the alpha beta and the open beta. So I was like, I did all this stuff already. And then again, like, it was literally the same thing. You couldn't skip any cutscenes. It was the same thing as the beta in like the first 2 hours. And I was like, wow, man. The same missions, I already experienced all this stuff. Let me get to the good stuff. Let me get to the, the middle of the game. Let me get to some real stuff. And then, like the beta, you can't play the multiplayer until you get a certain part in the single player. So I was just stuck there for those 2 hours. So in those 2 hours, I didn't really experience anything. And then, I take classes all day long. So when I came back home, I couldn't stand going on Destiny. I was kind of bored of it. But then today, I started it up again and I did some missions. I did a lot of stuff in Destiny actually. I actually got to the part where I could play the multiplayer. I played like 5 multiplayer matches because I was trying to get this thing. Right now I'm like a level, I'm a level 10 right now in like what, 1 day. It took me probably like 4 hours to get to level 10. Because 2 hours yesterday and I played like probably 2 hours today so far. So yeah, let's talk about the leveling first. Now the leveling, basically what the leveling does is it allows you to get more equipment and better armor. It allows you to equip better armor and stuff like that, to use better weapons, to improve your weapons, to get certain upgrades for your specific class. Now the leveling up system in this game, there are no attributes. So whenever you level up, it's not like you gain additional strength. You just gain the ability to get more strength, if that makes any sense, which is the equipment. So you could equip more stuff and stuff like that. And you also get a couple of abilities that like double jumping in the air, being able to control your jump, and then you can also upgrade some parts of the weapon. Maybe sometimes I've only seen like only one upgrade for each weapon so far, so I don't know. But yeah, this leveling system is supposed to, I think the max level is 26. I'm not sure yet, but I'm already at level 10. So if the max level is 26, there could be a problem, because I've already seen a lot of people that are above level 20. I've seen people in the level 20s. I'm like, yo, this is ridiculous. And I'm playing with these guys in the multiplayer, and these guys are just killing me. And listen, let's talk about the multiplayer later, because there's a lot to talk about there. But this game is just so, in a way, linear. And I mean, it's kind of a free roam game, and it's an open game. But this game is basically going to point A and point B. Point A to point B, point A to point B. You've probably even heard this before. But I mean, there's no, like, the story in this game, I don't even think there is a story. I mean, this game is a shooter. It's a MMO. It's a freaking RPG. I mean, it's like all these games mixed up into one. It's just ridiculous, man. I mean, to be honest, there's like no story. I mean, you're basically a hero of any class you pick. And you're a hero among millions of heroes in the world. I mean, you're one hero among every other player. And every time you play a game, a story mode, mission, you could join a fire team. You could like have your friends play with you and all that stuff like that. But when you're playing inside of the world, so you're gonna see other players, even though you can't talk to them, right? You can't talk to them, so I don't see the point of being with them. Sometimes they may follow you or whatever, maybe even help you. Maybe they'll join your fire team. I don't even know. I don't know what you people would do with these people. Random people in the lobby just coming up for your game. Maybe you want to play solo, but you can't play solo in this game anyways because you have to be online all the time, I think. So yeah, that's another problem right there. And you know, if someone decides to maybe you do want to play solo because you like the achievement of playing by yourself and accomplishing the game and defeating bosses and stuff like that. You know, what if a player just comes over and just destroys the boss in one kill for you? I mean, that's already happened to me actually. So that takes the fun out of it a little bit. But also, you can't pause the game. So if you want to take a little bathroom break, maybe, you know, you have to do something, get the groceries for your mom, if any of you guys play this game, because this game is really T for teen. Maybe you can't even pause the game because the game keeps on running because it's online, so it's going to keep on running. And this has happened to me before too, because I left the game running on pause and someone actually killed me. An enemy actually killed me for like 10 seconds. I was gone for 10 seconds, and it made me restart the whole mission. So yeah, that's another thing. But let's get on to the multiplayer. Like I said before, the game obviously has like no story. There's like no substance here. I mean, the story is not even interesting. It's pretty linear. I mean, yeah, it's just basically point A, point B, shoot 'em up. But let's get to the multiplayer now. Now the multiplayer, something with the multiplayer. You know, everyone's hyping up this game for the multiplayer and all that stuff. Well, guess what? There's nothing special in this multiplayer. There is nothing special. You know, I've heard Shakedown talk about Killzone Shadowfall being a generic shooter, but I don't see how Killzone Shadowfall is a generic shooter. You know, compared to this game there's nothing. This is like, this game feels like, I don't want to say Crysis because I haven't played enough Crysis multiplayer, but this is like a regular multiplayer. There's nothing different than Call of Duty, than Battlefield. There's not even destructible environments. I mean, there's nothing different other than the supercharged abilities, which need to be removed from the multiplayer. Let me tell you that right now, because those abilities are freaking cheese. Let me tell you something. I go into one match, I go into like 2 matches, I play like 3 games, and in each of those games, I'm getting killed by these abilities, these super special abilities that allows the player to get 1 kill hits. Like 1-hit kills, man. This is ridiculous. I mean, can I get a regular gunfight? Like, look at this. 1-on-1, you can't beat me in gunfights. But when they take out the abilities, and look at the abilities are basically that yellow bar right there. When the yellow bar is completely filled, that means your ability is activated. You see my ability right here? I'm not even using it right now. I'm on a 5 kill streak without my ability, and this guy just kills me. And also, a lot of people using those shotguns, man. A lot of people using those shotguns. Those shotguns are cheese, man. Those shotguns are also 1-hit kills. And also, the fact that you could use every single weapon you have, you know, I think also along with all the upgrades presents another problem. Because, you know, what if there's a level 20, for example, which there's a level 20 in this match, and look at me using the special ability right there, which is a flaming pistol. But what if there's a level 20 in the match and he has a rocket launcher, you know, and then a level 1, actually, well, you can't be level 1 and playing multiplayer, but a level 5 is trying to play the multiplayer. And look at this, you see that right there? I know you guys saw this guy just kill 3 of us with a freaking special ability. I mean, that's ridiculous. And you don't even have to do anything to get it. All you have to do is just chill in the match, you know, wait for the bar to fill up, and just bam, you got your special ability. You know, it's some nonsense, man. They need to remove it from the game, but I doubt they will. And also the vehicles too. I was playing the match. The first match I played, I was killing people, and the only reason that was because I was in a vehicle. I was in a Pike. I was in the whatever you all call that tank thing, whatever. And I was just in there the whole match. Nobody could kill me. Those vehicles are overpowered, man, because there's nothing to take them out with. I mean, it's not like Battlefield where you have C4s, you have charges, you have, you know, rocket launchers, you have freaking all this stuff, you have SMARs. You know, in this game, you don't have anything to take out these things. So this stuff is also overpowered. And look at this guy on my team just take out all these people. Look at the kill feed, man. This is unbelievable right here. But I mean, this multiplayer does nothing special. I mean, right now I'm playing what? Domination. This is Domination in Call of Duty. Nothing different. The same thing. Only thing is there's no kill streaks, right? And we got special abilities. So really, there's nothing different from this multiplayer. There's nothing special. So is Destiny worth $60? I mean, right now I'm still playing the game. I played the game a lot so far, actually. Right now I'm actually kind of enjoying it a little bit, but we'll see. This is just my first impressions video, so I'm out, YouTube. Peace.